In question number 5, they want us to find the trig values associated to the point 8, comma, negative 15. So this is our ordered pair x, comma, y. If you want to, you can graph this in the plane. It should look something like this. We go over an x value of positive 8. We go down to a y value of negative 15. This is our point. If you wanted to sketch what the right triangle would look like, you simply draw a line to the point from the origin, and then you draw a perpendicular to the x-axis. And this is the right triangle that we're looking at. And the acute angle theta is the one that's made with the x-axis. You can label the sides using sign numbers. This is 8, this is negative 15. And in this context, we call the hypotenuse is referred to as usually as r. And we had a formula that said that r is equal to the square root of x squared plus y squared. That's going to be equal to the square root of 8 squared plus negative 15 squared, which if you work it all the way out should give you the value 17. So the hypotenuse of this right triangle turns out to be 17. If you know how to sketch this and you do it like this, then you can simply find the values of the 6 trig functions by using the side definitions. If you don't know that, then you can use the x, y, r definition of the trig functions, namely that like the cosine would be the x over the r, the sine would be the y over the r, and the tangent of theta would be y over x, and then you can get the other three trig functions by doing reciprocals. But this is what we should come up with. The value for the cosine of theta is going to be adjacent over hypotenuse. That's going to be 8 over 17. Therefore, the secant of theta is going to be 17 over 8. The sine of theta should be the opposite over the hypotenuse. That's going to be negative 15 over 17. And the cosecant of theta is going to be negative 17 over 15. And then lastly, the tangent of theta should be the opposite over the adjacent. That's going to be negative 15 over 8, and therefore the cotangent of theta is going to be negative 8 over 15.